richest ladies in the world. Most of us have probably memorized the names of the richest men in the world and are always curious about their next move. Safe to say, men definitely dominate the top spots on this list, but the ladies are not coming slow either. Some of the wealthiest people in the world happen to be women, but most of them usually don't let themselves come under the spotlight. Today we're going to be looking at some of the richest women in the world and exactly how they made their impressive fortunes. These women range from business owners to heiresses and even physicians. Brace yourselves because some of these figures are truly gonna leave you speechless. But before we start the video, please hit that like button. And if it is your first time watching our content, smash that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. With that being said, let's jump right in. Taking the 10th spot is Iris Buna, the widow of Andronico Luxik, who built a mining and beverages fortune. Iris Buna opens our list with a whopping net worth of $23 billion. The majority of her fortune comes from Chilean mining company Antofagasta, which she controls along with her children. The company recorded $5.1 billion in sales in 2020, despite having low earnings during the beginning of the same year. Besides that, Buna also owns a majority stake in Kinyenko, which is a publicly traded conglomerate active in banking and manufacturing. On number 9, we have Gina Rinehart. Gina Rinehart not only makes it to our top 10 list, but she also happens to be the richest person in Australia. That's right, we finally have the richest person of a country being female. She is chair of mining and agriculture company, Hancock Prospecting Group. This business giant was founded by her father, Lang Hancock, who was one of the most high-profile businessmen in Australia. His daughter then inherited his wealth as well as his business, and now boasts a net worth of nearly $24 billion. The 8th spot goes to Susanne Klatt. The German heiress Susanne Klatt was born on April 28, 1962. in Bad Homburg and has a net worth of $28 billion. She holds an MBA in economics and helped transform her grandfather's Altana AG into a world-class pharmaceutical chemical corporation. She is the sole owner of Altana and her company has more than $2.5 billion in annual sales. After her father's demise, she was given 12.50% stake in BMW as well. And after her mother passed away, this stake increased to 19.2%. She is now a member of the supervisory board of BMW along with her brother. Billionaire siblings, what a combo! On number 7, we have Yang Weiyun. Our next personality, Yang Weiyun, is the richest woman in China, with a net worth of some $30 billion credited to her. The 39-year-old is the vice chairwoman of Chinese real estate firm Country Garden. Her majority stake in the company was transferred to her by her father, who can be credited with making her so wealthy. If only all of us has billionaire fathers. One can dream, right? Next up, on number 6, is Jacqueline Mars, granddaughter of the founder of the world's largest candy maker company, Mars. Jacqueline Mars boasts a net worth of $31 billion. The company, in which her and her brother each own 1/3 share, is famous for candies such as M&M's, Mars chocolate, and Skittles. Sorry if this video is intentionally making your mouth water. Jacqueline worked for the Mars company for 20 years and served as a board member until 2016. Besides being an expert businesswoman, she is also a philanthropist and serves in 6 boards including Smithsonian and National Archives. If we owned the Mars company, we'd probably be sneaking into the factories to steal all the candy. Maybe that's why we don't own it. The 5th spot goes to Miriam Adelson. Miriam Adelson is an Israeli-American physician and billionaire. Her husband, Sheldon Adelson, owned the renowned casino operator Las Vegas Sands. However, after his death, Miriam got control of the business and now owns 56% share in it. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic hitting the casino business hard, Adelson still managed to make it to this list thanks to her net worth of nearly $40 billion. Besides her inherited wealth, Miriam also happens to be a physician specializing in drug addiction and even founded a substance abuse center and research clinic. On number 4, we have Julia Koch. Julia Fletcher Koch is an Iowa-born socialite who is now one of the world's richest women. She inherited her wealth when her husband, David Koch, died in August 2019. He left her and their 3 children a 42% stake in Koch Industries. She lived in New York in the 1980s where she worked with fashion designer Adolfo as his assistant. After trying her hand at fashion, she met David in 1991 and married him in 1996. Having such a huge stake in one of America's largest private companies, she has a net worth of $46 billion. We know. You have been patiently waiting for us to tell you who the top 3 wealthiest women in the world are. Well, the wait is over. Keep watching to find out how these women got so mind-bogglingly rich. The 3rd spot goes to Mackenzie Scott. This woman needs no introduction. The ex-wife of renowned billionaire Jeff Bezos, Mackenzie Scott became one of the richest women in the world after the couple got divorced in 2019. As a result of the settlement, Scott received 25% of the couple's Amazon stock, which is 4% of the company. Now, a 4% stake might not sound like a lot, but since Amazon is such a profitable company, Scott boasts an astounding net worth of $59 billion. But she's no ordinary billionaire. She, along with her current husband, Dan Jewett, have pledged to donate most of their fortune to charitable causes. In fact, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the couple gave away almost $6 billion to a number of nonprofits. The super wealthy are often criticized for hoarding their wealth, but Scott broke that stereotype as soon as she gained her wealth. Now that's how you become successful and go down the history books as a great person. At number 2, we have Alice Walton. Alice Walton is the youngest child and only daughter of Sam Walton, founder of Walmart, and his wife Helen Walton. She was born on 7 October 1949 in Newport, Arkansas, and was raised along with her 3 brothers in Bentonville, Arkansas. After graduating from university, she worked briefly with Walmart as a buyer of children's clothes. The heiress owns over $11 billion in Walmart shares and has a mind-bending net worth of $69 billion. Walmart may be cheap, but its owners sure aren't. And finally, topping the list at number is Francoise Bettencourt Meyers. Francoise Bettencourt Meyers is a French-Jewish billionaire heiress and the richest woman in the world, with a net of worth $93 billion. She is the only daughter of the billionaire businesswoman Lillian Bettencourt. Bettencourt Meyers is a board member of L'Oreal. According to Forbes magazine, she is the 12th richest person in the world as of 2021. Interestingly, she was raised to be a strict Catholic and has even written several Bible commentaries. Similar to many others on this list, Bettencourt is also a philanthropist. She serves as the president of her family foundation. L'Oreal is one of the most widely used beauty brands in the world. Isn't it interesting to find out about the people behind it? And with that, our list finally comes to an end. Now, along with the Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk of the world, maybe you'll remember the names of some of the world's wealthiest women too. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a huge thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Do you think one of these women will make the Forbes richest people list sometimes in the future? Or will it always be dominated by men? Do let us know in the comments down below. See you next time!